Hey everybody, Chad Wesley Smith here, bringing you another week in review. Here is Marissa's training on Monday. This is going to be her final week before the deload, and it turns out that this is actually a high bar PR, maybe multiple sets of a PR. She goes through 270 pounds for 4 sets of 4. We really like to keep the high bar squatting in as long as we can, as it's going to better develop the leg strength while also saving her back a little bit. Here is Kristen Dunsmore on Monday. So we've shifted Kristen's squat progression from rather the alternating week scheme that we were using previously, with a lighter week and then a heavy week, to now there's 3 different types of squat workouts: a low, medium, heavy. So this is week 2 of her current training block, which puts her on the heavy squat workout. And here she squatted a PR, a very good PR, 160 kilos, 352 pounds for 3. Her meet PR is just below this at 347, and then after that meet she had done 347 for a double in training. So this represents pretty significant improvement, and very happy with the way her squat is progressing. So gonna push some big numbers in the 63 kilo class soon. Here's a little bit more of Marissa's work from Monday in the front squat, 205 pounds. Her front squat has kept progressing. I think it's gotten her quads a lot stronger. This will be the final week that she does any front squats, as next week we'll have a deload and then move on to peaking, which will be our most specific block. Moving on to Tuesday, this is a heavy week for both women in the bench press. So Marissa's taken 87.5 kilos, 193 pounds, trying for 5 reps. And we took 2 good shots at it. Just as she gets fatigued, the position tends to get off a little bit, and just barely misses this last rep, as the bar will shift towards her feet off of the chest rather than coming back over her face. So we took two shots at it, weren't able to make all 5 reps on either set, but still doing 193 pounds for 2 sets of 4. This would be maybe the number 2, number 3 bench press in her weight class in the U.S., even if she was just doing it for a single, and probably a top 6 bench press in the world in the 52 kilo class for full meet lifters, and she's doing it for multiple sets of 4. So even though it wasn't quite the goal that we wanted, it's the progress is right there. Here's Kristen benching on Tuesday. This is 95 kilos for a solid single, pause single at 209. This was supposed to be, and this was entirely my fault, was supposed to be 215 pounds, 97.5 kilos, and my kilo math got a little bit off in my head, which has unfortunately happened twice now. But we'll get that sorted out, and the bench is moving in the right direction. Always tough to bench on a day after a big squat PR like that, whether it's the joints kind of being beat up as well as the nervous system. Marissa just had some back down sets there, 80 kilos, 4 sets of 5. Moving on to Wednesday, a bit more medium type of day for both of them in the deadlift, both pulling off of blocks. Now, generally, sumo deadlifters are able to pull more from blocks, while conventional deadlifters often are not able to pull as well from blocks as they are from the floor. So it turns out to be a bit heavier, relatively heavier day for Kristen, doing 170 kilos, 374 for 5 sets of 3. While Marissa is doing 325 pounds for 5 sets of 3, and she always gives me a hard time and talks about how she hates these block pulls, as they tend to really be an overloading back exercise for a conventional deadlifter, because they take the athlete's ability to create leg drive from the floor away from them. Now, if you remember back to our video 2 weeks ago, Marissa had a very frustrating day in the squat, and you can check that out on her own YouTube channel as well, with some misses on depth at 314 and what would have been a PR set of 292 for 5. So today, it was a mental battle for sure. So our first set at 320 pounds, we were not happy with the depth on that, so she came back and did it again to good depth, and then came back with this 138 kilo, 293 pound set for 4, which is like a half a kilo PR, but I think we hopefully made a bit of a mental breakthrough today, getting back on track in the squat. And Kristen's second squat day of the week. Anytime you have a heavy, big hard squat day with a PR, it's very, very likely that the next squat day you have feels pretty rough, and that was certainly the case for her today. So after on Monday doing the 160 kilo triple, today we're supposed to have multiple sets of 5 in the 308-ish range, and ended up having to move it down from 308 a bit, but nothing too unusual there. It just kind of comes with the territory. When you have when you hit a peak, there's probably a valley to follow, so nothing too far off the plan. We're just still working hard, moving towards our goals.
Hi, I'm Lizzie Picardi. I'm a 57 kilo powerlifter, and I've been working with Chad from Juggernaut Training System for about a year and a half right now. And I've been working with him online. My total has increased about 200 pounds in less than 2 years, which is really awesome for someone my size. And I've been mostly working online, and it's really awesome because you get to send your videos and you get a lot of feedback. So on top of making my lifts stronger, I've also made a lot of technical adjustments because I've sent videos online and you get feedback really fast for every single video. I highly recommend online training if you're looking to improve your lifts and put weight on your total. I recommend this for anyone, beginner, intermediate, or advanced.